Long before Harlem knew him as Black Tom, he was just Charles, a quiet boy, the kind who listened more than he spoke. Folks in the neighborhood would say, "That Tester boy, he got secrets in his pockets." And they were right. Charles grew up on the edge of the world most folks could see, and the one only a few dared to acknowledge. His mother, Esther Tester, was a woman of deep knowing, one of those who could read the wind like a book and hear voices in the silence of night. Some called her a conjure woman, others called her cursed. And Charles, well, he was her son. He had the gift too. But gifts ain't always blessings. One day, when Charles was barely a man, a stranger came knocking. He was tall and thin, wrapped in a gray suit that never seemed to wrinkle. His eyes were pale, too pale, like old milk left to curdle. "Boy," the man said, voice smooth as oil, "I hear you play a mean guitar." Charles nodded. "I got a job for you, a simple one." Now, Charles wasn't foolish. He knew better than to take strange jobs from men who smelled like cold earth and faraway places. But he also knew hunger, and hunger makes a man ignore his better judgment. So, he took the job. It was a simple thing. Play a song, a special song, at a house in Queens, a song with notes that weren't meant for human ears. The pay, more money than Charles had ever held in his life. And so, he played. That night, in a house with windows too dark and air too still, Charles let his fingers dance over his guitar strings, playing the melody the stranger had given him. The notes hung heavy in the air, vibrating like a storm waiting to break. The walls trembled, the shadows deepened, and then a door opened. Not a door of wood and hinges. No, this was something else. A tear in the fabric of the world, yawning wide like a hungry mouth. On the other side, something moved, something vast, something ancient, something that had been waiting. A whisper slid into the room, curling like smoke around Charles's ears. "Well done, little Tom." And that's when Charles knew he had been tricked. This wasn't just a job, it was a summoning. The man in the gray suit had never wanted a song. He had wanted a key, and Charles had been the one to turn it. Charles tried to stop playing, but his fingers wouldn't obey. The song kept going, notes spilling from his guitar like water through broken hands. The thing beyond the door pushed forward, its shape too strange to name, its voice slithering into Charles's bones. "You have called, little Tom. Now you must serve." Charles wanted to scream, to run, but the man in the gray suit only smiled. "Nothing comes without a price, boy," he murmured. And so Charles did the only thing he could. He made a deal. "I'll serve," he whispered, "but on my own terms." The thing in the dark laughed. The sound of it cracked the walls, sent rats scurrying into the streets. But it agreed. The door slammed shut. The man in the gray suit was gone. And Charles, he was no longer just Charles. He was Black Tom now, the man who walked between worlds. From that night on, Black Tom was different. He walked the streets of Harlem with shadows stretching long behind him, his guitar case heavy with more than just strings. Some said he could speak to the dead. Others claimed his music could drive a man to madness or open doors that should never be opened. And the whispers never left him. "Sing for us, Tom. Play the song again. Open the door." But Black Tom never did. Not again. He had made his deal. He knew the cost. Yet, some nights, if you listen real close in the deepest parts of the city, you might hear it. A low humming tune, drifting on the wind. And if you do, you best keep walking, because Black Tom is still out there, and the thing behind the door is still waiting.